Next big AI news is GPT Image 1.5. So last week and this whole week, I've been ragging on OpenAI about the fact that it's not number one in anything. Is it becoming the AOL of AI models? I still think it's becoming the AOL of AI models, down to the major merger deal with a major Hollywood studio. So AOL merged with Time Warner. OpenAI has merging a little bit, $100 billion worth, which for them is a little bit, with Disney. But they're not going quietly into that good night. And they have just launched Image 1.5, which is actually a really big deal for anyone who's thinking about doing children's books or illustrations. So let's break down. I've done a little bit of experimentation with it. A lot of you liked our Christmas themed image thumbnail for this episode. That was done with the new GPT 1.5 image engine. It can't do 16:9 images, which means I may not end up using it long term, because Google's Nano Banana Pro can, which means I don't have to touch the image. I can just prompt it and then upload it one-to-one, which is really nice. But the main big feature that OpenAI has been promoting in this new image engine is character preservation. So let's say you have a story about a dog, a children's story, and you want to illustrate all the pages of this children's story, and you want the dog to be the same, but you want the dog to do different things in the different scenes. Well, that is the whole feature of this new model. And they even have a children's storybook mode built into it. So they're really targeting children's storybook authors. So how it works: first, you establish a character anchor. So this is an image that you set that locks in the appearance and the outfit and the personality of whatever character it is. And then you use prompts to place that character in different scenes. So I was reading a Clifford book to my 1-year-old daughter this morning, and she has been very hesitant to get into books. And she's still very small. But I was like, can you point to the red dog? Well, Clifford, it turns out, is like half of the page on any given children's book page. And she pointed at the red dog. She had a lot of fun pointing at the big red dog. And so that would be your character anchor. Have you played at all with this new model, Jonathan?
No, I probably will. I've been kicking around creating children's books out of my storytelling podcast and giving them to my girls, just taking their favorite episodes and making little storybooks out of them. So I probably will give it a try. The first thing that came to my mind was for children's book illustrators. Is like, is this going to make your livelihood go away? Authors still need those anchor images. They need that brand setting, unique image still. So you need Clifford the Red Dog.
And graphic designers are busier than they've ever been.
Really, they are.
Every book cover designer I know is so busy you can't even talk to them. There are people posting book cover design stuff on the job board. The only jobs that are not getting filled are the book cover designer jobs. Like, designers are not hurting. If you're a designer with any skills whatsoever and any desire to work with authors, and you have capacity, go to the job board.
Yeah.
But hang out your shingle, because there are so many authors looking to hire illustrators and book cover designers. So I am not convinced that this is putting anybody out of work in the design space.
And I mean, movies with CGI and everything are still hiring concept artists to create the way things are going to look for the remainder of the movie. Okay, so if you're a children's book illustrator and you're trying to advertise to authors who you think are pretty sure just going to use AI to create their children's book, just ride the wave and say, I will create your brand. I will create your iconic, unique image that your readers will love and that they will continue to pursue, even if you continue to generate the rest of the AI or offer to do it for them. And just make that money yourself. If you know they're just going to go and do it themselves, just get good at it yourself and do it for them. The thing about authors is they don't want to do any of it.
They want to sign books.
That's the only thing. Don't want to learn how to do this.
So another improvement over this new model. If you use the old GPT image model, if you made any changes to the model, it would often change the whole image and not just the one part that you would
Right.
change. So if I'd be prompting for an author update image and I would want to make Jonathan grumpier, it would make Jonathan grumpier and make me goofy happy. And like change our ethnicities a little bit. It's like I just want this one tiny change. Don't touch the rest of the image. Now it's able to do that. In fact, when I was doing the image for this episode, it put a picture behind me because I have a photo behind me of my family. Um, but then it hallucinated the family and gave me an Asian family, an Asian wife and Asian children.
This is an Office episode.
And so, yeah, this is Asian Jim. And so I did what I normally do, and I airbrushed out the photo, and I had this big white box there, and I was like, I can't have this there. And so I just put the words "Merry Christmas" in really small print. Like, I'll leave it. But then I was like, I wonder if GPT could have done this for me. And so I just said, remove the photograph and replace it with more books. And basically instantly, it's much faster than the older image engine as well. It just replaced the frame with more books, looked very natural, and it didn't touch the rest of the image. And it was way better. And it's going to change my workflow now because now I can edit an image just by talking to it. I will say, though, if you tell it to remove something, it'll often replace it with something. So Lori, who's on our team, was playing with it, and she made an image, and the guy was holding a beer can, and she wanted to replace the beer can. So like, remove the beer can, and then the guy was holding a duck, like, which is totally inappropriate. And so it's like so like my prompt of like remove the photo frame and replace it with book covers. That sort of thing is better. You're still going to need to learn how to prompt images. It still can't do 16:9, which is a real deal.
It really needs to be able to do that. That's like the thing it should be able to do.
Every image I make is 16:9. That's this ratio of our blog images. It's the thumbnail images, and when I'm making a slide, all of it is 16:9. It's literally the only kind of image ratio I want, and it's the one image ratio it can't do.